Team that will need to deal with them all game. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed. And his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
2nd down following the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They juked him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Bridgewater now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Here we go.
On third down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
4 down. Let's go. Tiger.
Diggs going in motion right. Diggs in motion left. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, Peterson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Way 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on fourth down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
On second down, Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He gets it to Brown, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Freeman again. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Ryan finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Peterson alone in the backfield. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off Jarvis Jones. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still tried to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff. So they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll give the Vikings a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Screen play, McKinnon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. The left side caught by Diggs. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So out come the Falcons now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one. Oh, wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning...
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone.
tenthborn.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Peterson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 17, guys. Check them out.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. And right with it here, over the middle. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. Deep drop. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. Extra point try now for Walsh. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Vikings will look to keep the pressure on in the second half. The Falcons are vulnerable right now, coming off a rough game a week ago, and still not really finding a way to get back on track. All right, let's roll the highlights. Now 1st and 10, Bridgewater would squeeze the pass in here, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 32. Continuing on the drive, Peterson's going to stay inside after the handoff. And
jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. 7
yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's got Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. A little 360. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd down, Bridgewater. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. He got 29 yards that time. And now they're in the hurry-up. 1st down, Bridgewater. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And the numbers show the improvement. And this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? Let's flip that switch.
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On 2nd down, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
Now McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Bridgewater on first down. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Forward. Tiger.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's go. Way 90.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Tiger.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. The play clock's running down. Bridgewater now. Backing up. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's third down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now Jones. That's strong running. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And it's complete. Hooper. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was fourth down, and the possession changes. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Ryan on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he finds Daniels. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jerron Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Another pistol look here. Here's McKinnon. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them...
After review of the play,
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Left side completion to Jones. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Atlanta. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
Caught right side, Jerron Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of...
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well, and I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt. And how about this, a fake? And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now Bridgewater. He's got time. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Here again is McKinnon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Bridgewater now on second down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey. 4 down. Blue 58. Blue 58. 45.
Second down, Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Get ready. Blue 58.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here in OT. They're going for it on 4th.
Get ready. Blue 58. Tiger.
In motion, Patterson. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The left side completion to Jones. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Ryan. Man open left side is Brown. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.